Nestled along the serene banks of the St. Johns River in central Florida, Blue Spring has long been a jewel of the region's natural landscape. From its early role as a refuge for Native Americans to its transformation to a bustling hub for frontier settlers, and eventually a beloved state park, the spring and its surrounding towns encapsulate the rich history of Florida's evolution. In the early 19th century, the area around Blue Spring was part of a vast wilderness teeming with wildlife and rich with resources. Indigenous people, particularly the Seminoles, relied on the spring for sustenance and as a sacred site. The pristine, crystal-clear waters of Blue Spring provided a consistent source of fresh water, and the surrounding woods were abundant with game. However, with the influx of settlers during the 1820s and 1830s, the region underwent a dramatic transformation. By the mid-1800s, the United States government's push for expansion and the removal of Native Americans under the Indian Removal Act displaced many Seminoles. The spring and surrounding lands became part of the newly emerging frontier, attracting settlers eager to carve out a living in Central Florida's fertile but challenging environment. In 1856, a key chapter in Blue Spring's history began when Lewis Thursby, a settler originally from Alabama, purchased the spring and surrounding 131 acres. Thursby built a steamboat landing and later a two-story home atop a shell mound overlooking the spring. This home, which still stands today, became a focal point of activity in the area. Thursby Steamboat Landing was a vital stop along the St. Johns River, a major transportation artery for goods and passengers. During this period, Blue Spring became a hub of commerce, connecting nearby towns like Orange City, DeLand, and Enterprise to larger markets. The steamboat area brought growth and prosperity to the region. Farmers cultivated citrus groves and exported their crops via the St. Johns River. The small towns surrounding Blue Spring flourished as settlements sprang up to support the growing agricultural and transportation industries. As Florida entered the 20th century, the natural beauty of Blue Spring began to attract a new wave of visitors. The advent of automobiles and improved roadways made the spring a popular destination for leisure seekers. By the mid-1900s, Blue Spring became a favorite spot for swimming, fishing, and picnicking, drawing both locals and tourists. However, the rise of tourism brought environmental challenges. Increased development threatened the fragile ecosystem of the spring, and the water became polluted from overuse. In 1972, recognizing the need to protect this natural treasure, the state of Florida purchased the land designated Blue Spring State Park. Blue Spring's transformation into a state park came with another crucial role: the protection of the Florida manatee, a gentle, slow-moving aquatic mammal that had been pushed to the brink of extinction. The spring's consistent 72-degree water temperature provides a warm refuge for the manatees during the colder months, when the St. Johns River can become too cold for their survival. Over time, Blue Spring evolved into a vital winter sanctuary for these creatures. The park now sees hundreds of manatees gathering in its clear waters each year, particularly from November to March. The park staff monitors the manatee population closely, recording their movements, health, and numbers. Special viewing platforms allow visitors to observe these creatures without disturbing their habitat. On especially cold mornings, the spring becomes a mesmerizing spectacle, with manatees floating serenely in the water while mist rises from the surface. Blue Spring's manatee population has also become a symbol of Florida's conservation efforts. Educational programs and outreach initiatives at the park help raise awareness about the challenges facing these creatures, including boat collisions, habitat loss, and water pollution. Today, Blue Spring State Park is celebrated not only for its recreational opportunities, but also for its role in conservation. The park is a designated manatee refuge, providing a safe haven for these gentle giants during the winter months. Visitors from around the world flock to the spring to witness hundreds of manatees congregating in its warm 72 degrees water. The history of Blue Spring and its surrounding towns is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of both nature and humanity. From its roots as a Seminole haven, to its days as a frontier outpost and steamboat stop, to its modern role as a sanctuary for wildlife and a destination for nature lovers, Blue Springs remains a vital part of Florida's story. Its crystal clear waters, rich history, and thriving manatee population make it a treasure that continues to inspire, awe, and appreciate for Florida's natural and cultural heritage.